Let me just say this. There is this tragically horrible show on TV that you might have heard of called Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is this show on HBO that was a huge hit, had millions of viewers, millions of raging fans just like me. And they did their finale the other day, and the finale was garbage. I mean, it was so terrible that they've actually rated it the fourth worst ending to a show in all of television history. That's a pretty noble distinction, particularly since Game of Thrones was so good before. It was one of those shows where you were just hanging on the edge of your seat. You were looking forward to every episode. You couldn't wait to see what was going to happen next. People would get excited and jump up and down when certain things happened in the show. And then they gave us only what can be called bullshit. It was absolutely terrible. The finale was boring. It was almost like somebody came up and said, we don't have any more money in the budget, so we're going to need y'all to just wrap it up. Just all these characters that you thought were going to be pivotal to the ending of the show, suddenly it's like they're dead. Suddenly they're gone. The dragon flies away and is never seen again. Just all these things that they, it was almost like a little kid doing their homework where that they just didn't want to really do the work. So they just took the shortcut and just wrote that the number was 3. But the math teacher says, well, show your math, show the work. They didn't show the work. They just said, well, the number's 3. Don't worry about it. Nothing else to see here. It was really terrible, really bad. I was really disappointed. Now, one of the things that's interesting is that there's a great business lesson to be learned from this, I believe. I don't know what HBO's process is. I don't know how HBO decides which episode is going to be good, which one's going to be bad. But what I found fascinating is that they've done this before. They've totally fucked up another show before, which was The Sopranos. The Sopranos had another season finale that also set viewership records. They also had over 13 million viewers on the finale, and they also had this extreme disappointment from the fans. Everybody was just angry after The Sopranos episode ended. In fact, they just went to black, and people were calling the cable company because they were trying to figure out if their cable went out, because they literally just faded to black. And we're like, well, you just guess what happened at the end. Y'all just figure it out on your own. Well, if we were trying to figure it out on our own, we wouldn't be watching your show. We could just make it up in our head and say, oh, I think this is probably what's going to happen, so I'm not going to watch. So anyway, I think that in terms of business, I really wish that they, and I don't know what their process is, but they couldn't have done this. I would have loved for them to have had a focus group where they could have showed them that bullshit and let, maybe get 50 people that could watch it before the fact. And let those 50 people tell you that this finale is garbage. It's absolutely horrible. And then you could go back and fix it. Just go back and do it again. But they didn't do that. So maybe this is something to learn from business. If you have a product and you're launching your product and you're out here trying to, get out here and figure out if your customers are going to like it or not, get a focus group. Let a small group of people tell you if it's good or not. And that first couple dozen people will let you know what the next 100,000 people are probably going to say. And that's a statistical phenomenon. That I'm a statistician. So you can take a small sample, as long as it's a good sample. Take a little sample, get some results, and that'll give you some insights into whether it works or not. The same thing might apply if you're launching an album. If you are an artist and you want to know which of your songs are going to be the bangers, don't guess. Don't try to figure out which one's going to be the hit, because you're going to get it wrong a lot of times. Just get a little focus group. Get about 25 people you trust. Let them hear it, and then let them have them fill out a survey, and they'll tell you what they want to hear and which one you should invest in further, because a lot of people miss the mark on situations like that, and it becomes a big mess. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Don't forget, Facebook is banning everybody black. They're banning everybody who has a voice in their own. So if you like to be around black people, or you are black, I hope that, it's okay either way. We don't discriminate. Check out blackenough.com. Black Enough is our social media platform that is designed for people that want to talk about racial issues and just want to be black and be black in a safe space. So you don't have to be black to be in there, but just don't be in there acting crazy. That's not good. We don't let that happen. But for the most part, we won't ban you. We like to have people in Black Enough. So hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. Also, please share, like, and subscribe, and all this good stuff. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm out of here. Have a good day. I'll see you guys soon. Be good. Peace.